on Erev Shabbos, I meant to dedicate the shir. There was an officer in the Yamam unit who was killed during one of the operations in Jenin. Noam Raz, who was 47 years old and left behind 6 Yisomim. And if you read, I encourage you to read. Times of Israel had just an incredible write-up about him. And I want to say, it's very striking because these guys, like no one ever knows about them, right? Because the way these Yamam units work is it's total secrecy, right? I don't know if you saw, but by the Yom HaAtzmaut torch lighting campaign, I think it was the torch lighting, they honored one of these commanders, and he came like in a mask and a thing. And I want to say, it's so important to recognize that each and every day in Eretz Yisrael, there are these men and are these women who operate under this veil of secrecy. We know about the soldiers that we see, right? And we know about the police officers that we see. But then there are all of these people who operate in the shadows, and no one knows what they do. No one knows the Mesiras Nefesh. And no one recognizes like the incredible and overwhelming price that they and their families pay. And, we just sometimes it's important just to take a step back and just to have an overwhelming sense of hakaras hatov. Here's a man, 47 years old, who gave his life for Am Yisrael and for Eretz Yisrael. Had he not been killed, no one would have ever known. No one would have ever known what he did day in and day out. The man spent the last 22 plus years doing this kind of stuff for Am Yisrael. No one would have ever known. Besides the fact that it's an incredible model in chesed, that sometimes what it means is, too often we need recognition for everything. There's nothing wrong with giving recognition. It's good to give recognition. It's good to recognize people for the good things that they do. But sometimes we do things for the recognition, and you see someone who is literally giving to Am Yisrael every single day, and it was the antithesis of recognition. It only worked because of the veil of secrecy. And I'll say, but how we have to dedicate ourselves. Everyone does something for Klal Yisrael. We have to figure out what it is that we do. What are we doing? What are we doing? And even those of us who are here, what is it that we do for Klal Yisrael? And how is it that we advance the agenda of Klal Yisrael in our own small way? Maybe it's through our learning, and maybe it's through our davening, and maybe it's through our chesed. But when you see stories of heroes who literally put their lives on the line for Klal Yisrael each and every day, besides the fact that it's humbling, it also reminds us, to express our profound hakaras hatov to all of those men and women who do so much for Klal Yisrael each and every day. And it behooves us to ask ourselves, what am I doing? Not for me. What am I doing for my people each and every day? We hope that in the merit of our Talmud Torah, that the neshama of Noam Raz should have an aliyah, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should comfort his almana and his yisomim and watch over them in the years to come.
Mama Rachel, cry for us again. Won't you shed a tear for your dear children? Mezachutech v'shavuchan.